Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time zone from wherever you're watching us from. Here is Mom Essy Kitchen and More, and you're welcome to another great episode of Mom Essy Kitchen and More. And on today's episode, we are making a great recipe, a delicious recipe, hey, that my viewers voted for. So people, before we dive into this recipe, give me the permission to welcome the first timers on my channel. So please, if today is the first time you're noticing my channel, or you just walk a person and you observe this my authentic delicious delicacy channel, or somebody out there told you about Mom Essy Kitchen and More, you are highly welcome and you are definitely at the right place. But please make yourself very comfortable by hitting the subscription button and the notification icon, that is that small bell by the subscription button. Remember to notify for all so that you be among the first to be alerted as soon as I upload new videos. For my other returning subscribers, thanks for always coming to watch, like, comment and share out my videos. And my fellow content creators, thanks for always coming to support this channel, and I do appreciate all your efforts towards making sure that this channel grows. Yes people, so today I say we are making a great recipe you didn't see that it was coming, but the truth is my viewers gave me this recipe, and let me now tell you, this recipe was a motivated recipe. I was so inspired to make this recipe, and I'm glad people voted for it. This recipe is none other recipe but meat pie on sandwich toaster, or you call it no oven baked meat pie. If you want to see how this recipe was prepared from the beginning to the end, I have an advice for you. Sit down on your couch, cross your legs, all eyes on the screen, mind focused, because after this intro I'll be taking you straight to the ingredients. Don't touch the dial. Straight to the ingredients. Here is the minced meat, here is carrot, here is vegetable oil, here I have the wort, finely chopped potato, yellow scotch bonnet pepper and the finely chopped onions. Here also I have hot chili sauce, and also people, here I have the flour and I have the water to mix that. And here is my dry ingredients. Here I have the curry, here I have salt, here I have black pepper, here I have chicken spice, here I have white pepper. In the center is seasoning cube. Let's start the cooking. In a pan, I added in vegetable oil. I added in onions when the oil was hot, and then I stirred all that together, and then I added in the scotch bonnet pepper. Here I added in the minced meat. This is a 1 kg minced meat, and this has cooked up, and I added in all the dried ingredients, squeezed it in the seasoning cube, and then I added in the potato. All this was done within some space of time, so you take note of that. And now comes the hot chili sauce, and then I added in water just to the level of the whole vegetable in the pot. Now I'm just doing what? Dissolving the flour. This is going to be our thickener, and it adds also a little flavor to your fillings. And now you can see me adding in the carrots, cooking up that together. You can see, if you have watched it this time, you haven't shared me out. What are you waiting for? Share me if you can, and let's continue this cooking. Pot covered and opened, and then I'll be doing what? Stirring up again. And at this point we'll be adding in what? The thickener, which is the flour. But I tasted what? The potato, and also tasted for salt. Everything together. I said go and like this video, thumbs up. And then I added in what? The thickener. And if you are new, this is the time to go and do what? Hit that bell right now, because it is doing what? It is calling you. And then look at how the whole fillings have come out. This is called the meat pie fillings, because without this there is no meat pie for me and you. Look at this. This is almost ready. I'll only stir and cover and let that simmer a little, then come back and stir up again, and then we'll take this off the fire. Check out the consistency and then keep watching. For For the dough, in the bowl, I have 1 kg flour and 2 tablespoons baking powder. And I also have 300 grams of butter. I have the sugar, salt, and nutmeg. All dried ingredients all added. And then I'll be adding in, scooping out 300 grams of butter. You can see me taking out the rest. All was 400 in that bowl. And now it's 300 in the dough. So people, I know you are enjoying your view. And also, I'll be topping milk when it turns to breadcrumbs. I'll be breaking 1 egg into that center, and then I mix everything together. Please people, try and check the consistency of this dough. I was so inspired to make this recipe by Auntie Chinyere Flo. She made this recipe and I was so inspired, and I put that in my community and people voted for it, and I'm glad you people did, because I actually wanted to do this from the bottom of my heart because it was a great inspiration and I enjoyed watching. Now is a thumbs up on the dough because the consistency was good. Check my hands, very clean. That is to show you job was well done. So we are going to cover this and put that aside. Now people, it will be time to do what? To roll all of this out. I added flour on my wax surface and then I brought out the dough, rolled and rolled. Look at the rolling. Did you see that? Yes, of course you did. And then I turned to the other side and then I rolled and rolled. Make it as thin as you can. And then I did what? I put in butter on top of my toaster. I am doing all this creaming to make sure this dough doesn't stick when I put it in there. According to Auntie Flo, she said we should make sure we do what? We cream the toaster. This is how we are doing it. And then I just added in words. I added in the fillings. Make sure that this fillings does not cross the lines. Look at how gently I am doing that, and that is because I don't want to get this wrong. This is my first time of making this, and then I totally enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. This is no oven bake. Can you imagine? Our oven is resting while the sandwich toaster is working. Keep watching people, and please remember to check out how all of this turned out. That means what? You don't have to touch the die. Keep watching. Now I brought the second layer and I put it on top. We will be covering the toaster, and then what? We will plug and then cut out the edges. You can see some edges around the toaster. Please people, remember we are told by Auntie Flo not to use what? To use metal when we are cutting this, and I know why she said so. My knife is a plastic head and I got my stuffs out properly. I baked this for roughly 10 minutes. Now my green light is on. It has been on, but it is not ready when it was on. So this time it is ready. You can see that from the look of the words of the meat pie on the sandwich toaster. This is really interesting, and I hope someone will be trying this out. Look at how I'm bringing out the remaining edges just to make sure it is ready. Look at it. I have unplugged already. I'm just showing you that now, and then I'll be taking everything out. Please bear in mind, I already unplugged before taking out those edges. That is a point to note because it was already ready. Check out how I am bringing out those bases for you. Hey, I am truly motivated. This tasted like not in this place. It tasted like out of this planet. That is what I said. And now people, keep watching because I'm going to take you through. Observe every step I took in the second part of this toasting of meat pie. Look at it, everything in there. And now do first thing first. Do you know what I did? I took out all the edges. That is another method I learned on my own. When you learn something, you try to do other things to see if it is going to give you the same result. Of course, it gave me the same result. I took out all the edges. You can see how I'm doing that even before covering the toaster to allow it to bake. Did I say bake? To let it toast, because we are doing what? We are making meat pie on a sandwich toaster. Look at the edges all cleaned, and then I plugged it. Look at how this is going. Isn't this looking looking really nice. The second batch is ready and I've unplugged, and then now I am cutting off. That was the part you did not really see in the first part. Look at this, people. This meat pie is ready, and I'll be taking this down with my Coke or any drink of my choice. Summer is almost here, and that means this is snacking time. Let's enjoy this. So if you'll be making this recipe, let me know in the comment section, which is the answer section. Look at how this is looking, really yummy. So all my people, go and thumbs up in case you have forgotten. On a good and pleasant note, people, it will be a great pleasure to have your beautiful and gorgeous faces in the next episode of Mom Kitchen and More. Thanks for watching till this time, and it will be great to see you in the next episode. Remember, I love you all, but in all, God loves you more. Bye-bye.